Have you ever found yourself so deep into those Insta reels that you've lost track of time? Or worse, forgotten why you're even watching them? If the real world no longer feels important and all you care about are those 3 to 5 second clips, then you're probably suffering from brain rot. And get this, Oxford Dictionary has named it the word of the year. The reason is obvious. We're all slowly slipping into a zombie-like state. Our brains are losing the ability to think, analyze. It's turning into mush with only one goal, to watch those quick, endless clips. The real world? Not a priority anymore. And today, right here at Bullseye, we're going deep into the effects of brain rot. Stay tuned for the truth behind the screens. So, what exactly is brain rot? According to the Oxford Dictionary, it's defined as the gradual decline in cognitive function, where the brain loses its ability to think critically or engage meaningfully. In simpler terms, it's when your brain starts to lose its sharpness from constant passive content consumption. It's like your brain is being rewired to crave instant gratification rather than thoughtful analysis or deeper connections. So, how exactly is brain rot affecting us? Well, the effects are far more damaging than we might realize. First off, it's slowly diminishing our ability to think critically. Instead of analyzing or reflecting on things, we're being trained to just consume without thinking twice. It's also making us lose empathy. When we're constantly bombarded with short, disconnected clips, our capacity to truly connect with others is fading. Face-to-face conversations become harder, and understanding emotions? That's becoming a challenge too. And let's not forget our attention spans. They've become shorter and shorter, unable to hold focus on anything that requires more than a few seconds of effort. Long-form content? Feels like a chore now. The real world? It's becoming less of a priority. With every endless scroll, we're drifting farther away from meaningful connections, deeper thoughts, and even our own lives. And the worst part? We don't even realize it's happening. There's no real cure for brain rot just yet, but after diving into tons of research, I found 5 effective strategies to help you not turn into a mindless zombie. 1. Cognitive overload. First up, cognitive overload. Our brains were never designed to process the massive amounts of information we encounter on the internet every single day. When we overload our brains with too much info, it can't function properly. Research shows that our brains can hold a maximum of about 7 pieces of information at once. The solution? Organize your tasks into smaller, more manageable chunks. This helps you process information more effectively. 2. Dopamine detox. Brain rot is deeply connected to dopamine overload, where your brain's reward system becomes desensitized from constant stimulation. Think about it. Social media trains our brains to crave instant gratification, and with every like, comment, or new video, our brain gets a little dopamine hit. Over time, this makes us less sensitive to slower, more effortful tasks, leaving them feeling unrewarded. So, how do you engage in dopamine regulation? Take screen-free days. Even just 1 day a week without screens can work wonders. It helps reset your dopamine levels, giving you the space to re-engage with activities and break free from constant stimulation. Reclaim boredom. It encourages creativity, problem-solving, and allows your brain to rest. Instead of grabbing your phone, sit with the boredom and let your mind wander. The result? A more balanced reward system and a healthier relationship with dopamine. 3. Sleep. Lack of sleep is a huge contributor to brain rot. You might not realize it, but during deep sleep, your brain's lymphatic system works overtime to clear out metabolic waste products. Without enough quality sleep, waste builds up, slowing down brain function and contributing to that foggy, mindless feeling we're all familiar with. So, how do you prioritize restorative sleep? Establish a routine. Going to bed and waking up at the same time each day helps regulate your body's natural sleep-wake cycle. This consistency improves the quality of your sleep and makes it easier to wake up feeling refreshed. Optimize the environment. Your sleep environment plays a huge role in quality rest. Dark, quiet rooms with a cool temperature are essential. Establish a consistent pre-sleep routine. Whether it's reading a book or meditating, signaling to your brain that it's time to rest will help you wind down and improve your overall sleep quality. 4. The power of flow states. One powerful antidote to brain rot is achieving flow states. Flow, a concept popularized by psychologist Mihai Csikszentmihalyi, occurs when you're fully immersed in an activity that's both challenging and enjoyable. It leads to deep focus, heightened creativity, and intrinsic motivation. In a state of flow, you forget about distractions and time seems to fly. This is the opposite of brain rot, when your mind is fully engaged and functioning at its best. So, how do you foster flow? Eliminate distractions. Start by silencing notifications and putting away your phone. Dedicate specific blocks of time for uninterrupted focus. Find your sweet spot. The key is balancing the difficulty of a task with your skill level. If it's too easy, you'll get bored. If it's too hard, you'll get frustrated. Engage in creative hobbies. 5. Mindfulness. Mindfulness is another powerful tool to fight brain rot. It's the practice of doing one task at a time, fully focusing on the present moment. When we try to multitask, like watching reels while doing homework, our brains become overloaded and stressed. It's simply too much work for our brain to handle at once. What happens then? Our brain defaults to the task that requires the least effort, like scrolling through reels. This momentary relief from stress actually contributes to brain rot by reinforcing mindless habits. Practicing mindfulness reduces stress and enhances the function of the prefrontal cortex, the part of your brain responsible for decision-making, attention, and self-regulation. By improving mindfulness helps combat the mental rigidity that comes with brain rot. This practice strengthens your ability to focus, reduces stress, and gives your brain the space it needs to function properly. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and if you're new here, hit that subscribe button so you never miss an update. Drop a comment below with your thoughts or suggestions. I love hearing from you. And remember, stay awesome, and I'll see you in the next one.